welcome to Festival of Trees.
Welcome to Festival of Trees, virtual edition.
It is the 4th annual Festival of Trees. It's our Christmas in Candyland. We're so thankful that you could join us tonight. However many people were able to get to us virtually. I'm kind of sad that we're not in person. I mean, we're in person.
Kind of sad? Yes.
I was, okay, the truth is I was depressed for a couple of days.
He really
They
was.
had to like scrape me off the ground and pick me back up, but with the help of so many amazing people and our sponsors, our social media partner, which is Hartley's Climate Control, and our silent auction sponsor, which is American Taco Company, and our presenting sponsor. I can't leave them out, Mosai. I mean, it was just, everybody's come together to make this possible. So this is the first time.
Yes.
Hopefully the only time. But we're going to roll with it. So please pardon our 2020s for the night. I'm going to start calling it that.
Right.
Anytime we make something up, mess up, we're going to call it a 2020.
Perfect.
So,
but we do have this fabulous place and all of this beautiful stuff around us, and the video, however great it may be, does not do it justice to what we have developed here and what is sitting here. So this is just wonderful, and we appreciate all of you guys too.
Because we're like in the Peppermint Palace with the peppermint candy, the candy canes, and I will tell you that everything you see around us, minus my phone and the fireplace, everything else in this room is for auction on our silent auction on the bids. So you need to check out the hand bid, check out the silent auction while we are going. Yeah. Because that goes for a little less than an hour now. So,
yes. And there's nothing we can do about that, because even if Matt and I are not finished with our program at 8 o'clock, that hand bid will shut it all off.
Dead. Dead to the world. It is over. So don't be dead.
Okay.
Win. Win. Be a winner. Win big, and every dollar that is spent tonight through our silent auction comes to help CASA and helps the kids in our community, those who are abused and neglected in the foster care system. Yep. We had over 700 last year in the foster care system. We served 350 of those. So this will help us get a little step further in serving every child.
Absolutely.
So I guess I'm going to hand it over to you.
Let's make sure we've got all of our sponsors.
Let us do that.
First of all, so we've got our presenting sponsor for the 4th year, Mosai, and we are so very thankful for them and their help. And this year we have 4 event sponsors: Forum Dental, Phelps County Bank, Gingerbread House, and Southwest Bank. So we very much appreciate their help. What is
Southern Bank.
Southern Bank. Sorry, I knew I was going to get that wrong.
Not Southwest, a little further, close to the middle.
Yes, yeah. Southern Bank. Our silent auction sponsor is Taco Ron out there at American Taco Company. And our social media sponsor, who you've seen a bunch this week if you've been keeping an eye on our social media, is Hartley's Climate Control. So we are very happy and very appreciative of all of their efforts, because again, that's what made it happen. And
I want to take a second to thank our Candyland sponsors.
Perfect.
And our Candyland sponsors were Carrie Heitman, State Farm Insurance, over in St. Robert. Carrie and Lori, fantastic supporters of CASA, so thank you guys. We have Family Dentistry, which is Rebecca and Jeremy Kears.
Okay, here in town.
Mercy, the doctors over at Mercy Clinic. Moore Camp Arthur Family Dentistry. USA Tours in memory of Dennis Mather. And we also had Dominic and Kristen DeLuca.
Oh, perfect.
So thank you all for all of our sponsors. It wouldn't have been possible without them. And those who have purchased tickets tonight to make sure you're here. And those who are watching us at home, thank you so much for being part of our event.
Absolutely.
So now I'm going to turn it over to you.
Turn it over to me. Thanks, thanks, Matt. I actually also want to thank some folks that you guys are not going to see tonight who have been working feverishly behind the scenes to help us put this together. Justin Renaud is here with us tonight. Philip Hauser and Kara Hauser have been here making this happen. We went from a fully on in-person event to something that we were going to try and do a hybrid model to a fully blown virtual event, and they've really stepped up and helped us do that. So we really want to thank them. Also, I have to thank our staff. They made this possible as well. Matt and Paula and the whole rest of the crew have been amazing for us this year. Not just to create Festival of Trees once again for you, but this year, like many of us, they've been working at home, they've been working at the office with COVID protocols, and they've been helping our volunteers through a really struggling time too. They're so used to being so close to everything and their kids that just couldn't happen, and our staff was really there for that, as well as the struggles that we've had with the court system and the court protocols related to COVID. So we could not have survived this year without our staff. And I also want to send a thank you and a shout out to our volunteers, because they are the heart of this organization and they are what makes it happen with our kids. And we are so very thankful for them and the adjustments they made this year. They learned how to do new things all over with technology to stay connected with their kids, and we could not be more appreciative of those volunteers. I also want to take a minute to talk a little bit about our kids, because this year the kids in our circuit have been distanced from mandated reporters, and they haven't been able to get the visits and the contact, even those that are in the system that they're used to. And so this has been tough on those kids. And we want to make sure that we are there for them now and into the future. And we are very fortunate that our volunteers have been there to be an eye and to be an ear and to continue to be advocates and to continue to be a voice for our kiddos. I also want to take a second just to thank our board members. They have put up with a lot of Zoom meetings this year as we've adjusted to a lot of things as well, so I want to thank my fellow board members. And finally, I want to send a message out to you. I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I know that everybody wanted to be at an event. I did too in my big flowy gown, which is now hidden behind this table. But we thank you for joining us from your living rooms or from wherever you are tonight. We know that over the next couple of years, we are going to need more and more support from our local community from a financial perspective, and we're going to be counting on you. We serve about half our kids, or half the kids in the circuit, and we want to get that to 100%. So we are going to need you financially. If you or anybody that you know might be interested in being a volunteer, absolutely get in contact with us and let us know, because those kids are going to need us. So again, I just want to thank everybody for being here tonight, our board members, our staff, everybody who has made this possible. It has been an honor to serve CASA as the president of the board of the directors for the last 3 years, and I am thrilled to be able to be here tonight, even in this weird circumstance. So I'm going to bring Matt back in right now, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that we've got on our app for everybody. The first thing, hey there, Matt.
Well, I'm back.
The first thing I think we were going to talk about was our these ornament surprises, right?
That is correct.
Now I've got 3 of the past Christopher Radko ornaments for the first 3 years. I have those on my tree. So I've already got my other one purchased. So I probably need to look at the app and figure out how many of those ornaments we still have left. Do you know?
I don't know right off the top of my head, but I do know that no matter how many there are left,
yes,
there's a limited amount.
Yes.
There are only 60 altogether,
yes,
that are going to be tonight.
So you buy the ornament, and you buy the ornament there on the hand bid app. It's not something that you bid on. You pay $25. And in addition to getting your Christopher Radko ornament, you get another special prize. And you're going to find out at 8 o'clock what that prize is.
I will bring these over. We've got the magic of Candyland, and we have these ornaments. I'm not sure if we can see those. Can you see those? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we have these glass Christopher Radko Celebrations ornaments. They're just one of the things that I love about festival trees.
Yes.
It's the one thing. It's $25. So our friends at McDonald's of Rolla,
yes,
they are the ones who are behind this raffle.
Yes.
And they provide, for most of those who win, they're going to win something from McDonald's, whether it's an extra value meal, a free Big Mac. Sorry, there's no McRibs, but ice cream cones. Yeah, I'm sorry. McRibs, everybody be like, $25, click, click, click. But not for this. But you could win any of those. You could win Ellie the Elephant, which is our little Casa. She's back here somewhere.
She's here somewhere. But Ellie the Elephant,
Ellie
she's
the
so
elephant.
soft and cute.
We have this Christopher Radko finial, and it is
fabulous.
Really pretty. I feel like when I do this, I'm like on that little turntable.
Yeah.
On QVC.
Yeah. We're going to be totally QVC.
I totally want to do
you know
QVC.
That, right?
Or the TVC bloopers, QVC bloopers. So we have, then somebody will win this tree.
Okay.
With these ornaments on it.
Okay.
And this tree lights up. I'm hoping I didn't not. Yeah, this is not working.
Okay.
I mean,
but
it
lights
working.
up.
I just can't figure out where the thing is.
The magic of, you
go.
do that. Okay, there we go.
It worked. Something worked. Yay. So we've got the ornament raffle, and then we also have the 2 big prizes. I forgot.
Don't
the
forget
big
about
surprises,
the big prizes.
which is the 2 season passes to Silver Dollar City
for
2021, and the 4 season passes
Passes.
for 2021 to Six Flags.
Six Flags in Silver Dollar City.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's some big things, there's some smaller things, but regardless, you get your wonderful Christopher Radko ornament, and you get to donate $25 to CASA of South Central Missouri.
And so I want to say that the raffle is brought to you by McDonald's of Ferralla. The silent auction is brought to you by American Taco Company.
Yes.
And so, and right now, if you happen to be missing us, you can catch all of this information. I mean, the silent auction items aren't going to be helping, you know, if you didn't bid by 8. But if you want to catch some of the information that you find out tonight about CASA or
Yes.
our programs, you can always go back and view it. We'll have it on our Facebook page, and we'll link it on our YouTube live page or our YouTube page as well. So
Perfect.
people can watch it later.
Yeah, and we are gonna be posting some edits and things like that, some cuts and different things probably over the next week or so. So you'll be able to catch some pieces of this again if you happen to miss anything.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm
right.
trying to figure out what's next on our thing.
I think we're gonna talk about some silent auction items.
Oh, silent auction items. That is correct. We've got a few minutes to talk about them. Do we have a few minutes? We're going to pretend like we do.
I don't know.
I
I'm
think
gonna
we're
tell
almost
you.
done with time.
While Matt figures out his time, I'm going to tell you that this tree sitting right here in front of us, which you can probably only see part of, when I came in the other night, first of all, I was blown away by everything here. But I also realized very quickly that the beauty of the things that are here and just the detail in some of these things is just not, you can't see it on hand bid like you could if we were in person. But this tree in front of us is one of the ones that is just fabulous. So if you or anybody that you know is in love with this light pink color, this is the tree for you. It's got these beautiful feathers at the top and all of these cute little ornaments. There's so many things that we just couldn't manage to show. So that was one of my favorites when I came in the other night.
And it was, but I have to say that we have to go to commercial.
Oh, we do?
We're going to look at a commercial from our sponsor, Phelps County Bank.
Okay.
They're one of our event sponsors, so we want to throw it off to a commercial for Phelps County Bank. We'll be right back with Why CASA with Paula DeLong.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Everyone, I too want to pass along my welcome and thank you for joining us. I wish we were together, and I really wish you were here in this space. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if I had a magic wand, I'd like to show you, I wish I could show you what this space looked like just a few days ago, but it truly is Candyland, and it is spectacular. Next year, I guarantee we will make it even more spectacular to make up for being apart during this time. I am Paula DeLong, the Deputy Director for CASA South Central Missouri, and I have the privilege of working with a wonderful group of individuals. Those individuals are our volunteer supervisors. And together with those supervisors and myself, we recruit, we screen, we train, we help community members become court-appointed special advocates. And our court-appointed special advocates, CASAs, they have the wonderful responsibility of being able to make a difference in a child's life and to make sure that their best interests are served while they are within the court system under foster care. We would love to have any one of you join us. Any one of you can be a CASA. Our CASAs come from all walks of life. They are the grocery store clerk that you see every day. They are the single mom who is busy working with her own children during this COVID period and trying to make ends meet, but still finding time to connect with their CASA child. They are construction workers nurses, lawyers, businessmen, small business owners. They are each and every one an everyday hero, and they make a difference in a child's life. I'm often asked, well, how much time does it take to be a CASA? Truly, to make a difference in a child's life, no more than 10 hours a month. We ask that you visit your CASA child monthly. Right now, a lot of our visits and our contacts are happening virtually, as a lot of our interactions are happening with friends and families right now. But when this COVID period is better, and we hope, like everyone else, that soon you'll be able to spend more time with your CASA child. And it is critical for our CASAs to be able to spend time with the CASA kiddos, get to know those kids, and to find out what are their wishes, what do they want. The CASAs have the unique ability to be able to hear directly from the kids, what do they want, what are those wishes, and they communicate those directly to the judge. Our judges read our court reports first, and yes, sorry division, sorry great circle, but that's what I am told by our judges. They want to hear the perspective of those CASAs as they are having those interactions with those kiddos. If you can just find it in your heart to find a way to make a difference in a life of a child, it's not only life-changing for our kiddos, but it is also life-changing for our CASAs. Our CASAs have stood up in court and they have made recommendations of placement changes so that our kiddos that are in that placement then are moved to a place where they are able to thrive and succeed. We've had CASAs stand up in court and point out to a judge that we have an older youth who is ready to transition out of foster care into adult living, but they've not had the opportunity or the experience of a protected, independent living situation. Our CASAs make a difference. Our CASAs are critical. Studies time and time again show that children with a CASA find permanency so much faster than those kids without a CASA to be in the courtroom advocating for their best needs. And for our older youth, oftentimes they get forgotten, if you will. It's the babies that people are looking at, or those young children. But our older youth are the most at-risk population of children in foster care. If these young people transition out of foster care without finding a good sense of self, without finding a good support system, without having a good real plan for their future, our research shows that these kiddos oftentimes have early pregnancies, they become addicted to drugs, they become homeless, they enter jail, they are part of the incarceration system again. And more than anything, that every time I give this, I get a shaky voice and I get the goosebumps, because the reality is these kids will die. And as a society, we can and we should do better for our most at-risk population. Right now, it's the holidays. It's a time of joy and wonder. I am sitting in a wonderland right now. But for some of our CASA kiddos, it's not. It's not pleasant. They're separated from their moms and their dads. They're separated from their siblings. You can make a difference. Just one kind, caring heart can make the difference. We have a video from King County, Washington. By the way, that is the birthplace of CASA. But King County CASA put together a video of a volunteer giving one of their most memorable cases that they worked. And it'll give you a little glimpse of the difference one kind, caring heart can be for a child. Let's watch the video, please.
Coolest case that I've ever had, and I say that not lightly. is a mom that she had 2 children, but the 18-month-old had been consistently coming into the hospital for failure to thrive. And everyone had lost complete patience with this woman. The child had asthma, the child was nutritionally neglected, and the children came into care. And when I was appointed to the case, the first thing I did was I went out to her mobile home. She lived on her parents' property in a mobile home. She was a very young mom. And I was trying to explain to her the court order, and I was a young volunteer and didn't really know quite how to convey to her what I did, so I'd taken my court order with me, and I was having the conversation with her, trying to show her how I was going to be interacting with her family through the course of this. And I realized as I was trying to get her to read this that she couldn't read. And I went back to the caseworker and talked to the caseworker, and come to find out that she was very proud, and she hated the fact that she was on governmental assistance, and she would get all of this formula that she would have to feed to her child, and because she couldn't read the appropriate amount of formula, she was greatly watering down the formula and nutritionally neglecting her child. And she smoked, and no one had ever told her, and she didn't know, that smoking is horrible for a child with asthma. So when we went back to the doctor and asked, have you explained the appropriate amount of formula she should get, or have you explained the fact that smoking is harmful to a child with asthma, they hadn't. When we told Mom that both the fact that she was watering down her formula and the fact that smoking was causing the child with asthma to fail to thrive, she literally fell to her knees and wept. She didn't know. And through just simply acknowledging that and be willing to ask those questions and really find out what made her tick, we were able to get them back together.
My name is Mark Calvert. I'm Associate Circuit Judge in Phelps County. I handle the family court, which includes the juvenile court. It's my privilege to talk a little bit about CASA and what they do for the kids in juvenile court today. One of the things that we really try to focus on is having CASA volunteers appointed to one family. And the benefit of that is that their attention is not divided. They can focus on these children or this particular child and really represent that child's best interests in court. The juvenile court system is set up mainly as a treatment court situation, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to reunify the children with their parents. And the focus is on the children, and so we're really trying to benefit the children in trying to preserve the family that they're used to, preserve that family unit, and make sure that it's a safe and appropriate environment for them. The biggest advantage that the CASA workers give us is just the amount of time that they can devote to that particular family in giving the child some consistency, giving the child some hope that they can reunify with their parents, and that situation is going to be safe and appropriate for them. In Phelps County, we have approximately 200 kids in care, and the CASA organization has done a phenomenal job of getting volunteers. I think they're up above 100 volunteers now, and a lot of those volunteers are based in Phelps County, but we still have a huge need because we have probably over half the kids still without CASA volunteers, or it's right around a half. So the more people we can get into the CASA program to get trained and help these children, the better these children are going to be. And we're really trying to stop the cycle of violence. We're trying to stop the cycle of drug use. We're trying to stop the cycle of kids doing the same things their parents have done to them. And we've seen success. I've seen it in my time in the juvenile court. The last 5-6 years that we've been doing this, that I've been doing this as judge, it's made a tremendous difference, the increased numbers in the CASA volunteers.
Oh, sorry, someone outbid me and I had to protect my gift that I want. And I want to reiterate some of the things that Judge Calvert just shared. CASA now is able to serve 50% of the children in care. That is phenomenal, that is a blessing, and that is spectacular, but that means there are still 50% of the children in care without a CASA volunteer. So please, if you are so moved to be a volunteer, give us a call so that we can get your training started and put you on a case. I'd like to take just a few seconds to thank all of our judges in all of our counties that we serve. Judge Rowden, Judge Gaston, Judge Hedrick, and Judge Calvert. All of these gentlemen are wonderful, serving the children of our community, making decisions for their best interest, and the support that they give CASA. Thank you, gentlemen. I very much appreciate it. And right now, Matt is in the other room with one of our volunteers, Tanya Grieven, and they're going to spend a little time talking about her advocacy and what CASA has been means to her life. So take it away, Matthew.
Well, guys, thank you to Tanya Grieven for coming tonight. It's our 4th annual Festival of Trees, and it wouldn't be Festival of Trees if we didn't talk about the mission.
Of course.
Our mission of advocating for abused and neglected children in foster care. And Tanya, you are one of our CASAs, you and Kevin.
Yes.
And you appeared in our Justices Serve video this summer. And during that video, you talked about why it was important to volunteer and why it was important to you. Yeah. So could you share with those who are watching tonight,
Absolutely.
And maybe later that watch on the whenever we post this, to share why you became a CASA?
So our original plan was I wanted to go into the fostering, and then God surprised us with 2 surprise babies. So I decided to put that on the back burner for now and focus on my kids and my teenager and my grandkids. And met you, and you spoke to my heart a lot with CASA and how much it means to you. So I decided that was the next best thing to do while my fostering journey is on hold for now. The kids that I've been introduced to, the couple of cases that I've taken, it has spoke to our heart so much. All Kevin and I talk about to people is what an honor it is to be CASA advocates, and just how much you can make a difference in kids' lives. All they need is someone to speak to and be their voice. And I said, with as overloaded as the children's division is right now, they're doing the best that they can, but being an advocate, you kind of get to just sit in there with them and be the extra set of eyes. And maybe the kids, they spend more time with the CASA advocates typically than the social worker, and they get a little bit more comfortable with the advocates, I feel like. We're their friend. We're not someone in the system questioning them, and they tell us their hopes, their dreams, their wants, their dislikes.
Well, like you said, you're their friend.
Yeah.
And it's something that these children don't have. They're in the system, they've been displaced from their family, and they're not getting that traditional family feeling that they would have had at home, or that many of us had growing up.
Right.
So you've bonded with those CASAs that you've been a part of, those CASA children that you've been paired with, and I know that you told us some fantastic stories before about how wonderful the experience was for both you and for Kevin. And I can't remember, you had said something back in July. There was a kid they had said something to you. Do you recall what that was?
Oh, there's been so many little instances and things said, but one that I love, one of the cases, the little boy was just not very loving and affectionate with people. I don't think it was something that he had in his life. So every time we left, it was always a thing. Miss Tanya, can I have my hug? And now I have to give him a hug right when we get there, and he won't let go. And he tells me, you give the best hugs and my world feels so much better. And if that doesn't speak to your heart and make you want to cry, I don't know what will. But just the fact that a simple hug and someone just showing them that you're there, it changes their whole day, their whole week.
And it's consistent, that consistency,
Yes.
and you provided that consistency for that young boy.
Yeah.
And I think that anybody who wants to be a CASA, they get to provide consistency in a child's life. Like I said, it's tumultuous. It's a system that's made to make sure that certain benchmarks are met for that family, but a lot of times the child's needs aren't purposely not met, but sometimes they're left behind. And I know that you've advocated for your kids fantastically, you and Kevin both, and it's been a great blessing to have you as part of our team. And I will tell on you. I had a phone call on Wednesday night from a business person in town who had made a donation to CASA. And they made that donation because they had said you had spoke about CASA and the importance of this organization to you. So thank you for all that you do for the children and for all that you do in our community. You are a blessing to me as a friend, and I'm so grateful for you, especially this Christmas.
There's no tears allowed.
No
tonight.
tears allowed. We can't cry. It's Christmas in Candyland. There are no tears here. It's just sweets. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. And if anybody out there wants to be a part of becoming a CASA, they can go simply to our website, casascmo.org, and you can click on the volunteer link. You can go to our Festival of Trees site. There's a place for that there. Message us on Facebook. Give us a call. Come run up to me in the street, or come up run to Tanya. You know, she's everywhere. You can find her, and while you're at it, get some insurance. It's I'll put a plug in for you.
There we go. Thanks.
So, but thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back in just a few moments. I think that maybe there's a commercial after this. I really don't know.
Oh, okay.
We just rolling with it. It's 2020. Whatever's happening next, that's where we're gonna go. So, guys, thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
And guys, we'll be back shortly.
Sure, Hartley's Climate Control is great at heating and AC, but we're so much more. Everything from your honey-do list to complete kitchens, bathrooms, and decks. And we provide 24-hour emergency repair service and 0% financing to qualified buyers. Plus, Hartley's Climate Control is the only Google-guaranteed HVAC company in this area. We're local, family-owned, and a company you can trust. Check us out at hartleyscc.com. Hartley's, community-born, community-raised, community-serving.
We're back.
Thanks, Matt and Tanya. I changed
Costume
again.
change.
Third one tonight. Pink, blue, red. I'm going all Candyland. Throw a little blue. Mr. Freeze. No,
I'm
that
not
person's
really
not in
sure.
there. I don't know.
All right.
Sad part is this Christmas in Candyland. I don't even know what Candyland. I haven't played in a long time. But we wanted to let you know we are a couple minutes delayed. So when you're watching us, we're a few minutes behind. You're a few minutes behind us.
Right.
So we think there's like a few more minutes left of the silent auction, but you don't have that many.
Yes.
You
So
have
when
like
we're telling you
24
have 15 minutes left, you have like 13 minutes left. So watch your actual phones and your timing because we are going to
8
wrap
o'clock
up
is when
early.
it closes. So we're getting close. We'll
Yes.
say that. It's real. Either way, we're getting close to 8 o'clock.
Exactly.
And I have not been outbid on everything.
I know. I've been watching my phone and it has not been beeping as much as my husband would like for it to beep, I'm going to tell you. So one thing we want to talk about, remember, get in and get those ornaments, those Christopher Radko ornaments. You can just buy them. There's no bidding. Get in and buy those. We've got several left. We want to get rid of those tonight. And remember, you've got a chance to win 2 season tickets to Silver Dollar City or 2 season tickets to Six Flags.
4 season tickets to Six Flags.
4 season tickets to Six Flags.
You can win the tree.
Mm-hmm.
You can win the finial. All kinds of great items you can win through this.
Right.
And it's $25. So no matter what, you get an ornament and something. So and it goes to a great cause. So if we only have 60 ornaments, we have 31 remaining. And on hand bid, it tells you how many are remaining. So even if it's not 31 now and you're looking at it, there's 28. We still need it to sell every one of those by 8 o'clock.
Absolutely.
And the deal is at 8 o'clock or a little bit thereafter, probably around 8:30, you will actually be able to go online to casascmo.org/trees2020. And at the bottom, it will say the McDonald's Christopher Radko ornament exchange or raffle. Click on that, and it will list what your code is. You're going to email. You're going to email you a code that will tell you what you won.
Yep.
So it's super simple. It's not hard. And if you can't figure that out, it's okay. You just call us. Yep. We'll tell you what you won.
Exactly.
I mean, unless you won the good stuff, and then.
And if you buy one of the ornaments, it's going to put it like in a cart for you. You can pay for it then, or you can just wait until you've got all of your other stuff purchased by the end of the night, which will be fabulous. So get in and do those. Paula passed me this thing a minute ago to make sure that we showed everybody. This is a mask chain. My daughter actually got one of these at Red Door.
I saw this.
She
yes.
loves it. You hang it around and then your mask just hangs around your neck so you can pull it back up. It is fabulous.
And Nicole McNeil at the Beauty Mark donated this. And it holds that on. It has a couple of charms that go with it.
Yes.
And then you also have the lippy clip, which actually holds lip balm. So when you're on the beach and you're wanting to hold your lip balm and don't lose it, because apparently I need to put some on because I don't moisturize well enough. Heard that today. Thanks, Johnny. I hear all kinds of stuff at work. Don't moisturize.
So get
enough,
in,
lip balm,
bid on
get
this
one of
thing.
those.
We have tons of other things. So when you're swiping right and left there, you're going to see lots and lots of stuff. Oh, don't take their hats off, Matt.
I'm sorry.
Matt is trying to grab the gnomes here. So these are actually a lot taller in person than I thought. So they're probably, whoa, here we go. Yeah, so they are probably, what, like 18 inches tall, something like that. So they're a lot taller in person than they were, and just cute as a button.
Yeah, they are. And they're made by our own, Dr. Janice Martin.
Yes.
She made those. So, you know, squiggly and wiggly, they are here.
Now, we can't show you it. The other one I wanted to point out was the red hat tree. You can find that under the Christmas cheer, right?
Yes, and you might be able to see it right over my shoulder.
Nope, it's over here.
It's right
It's
there.
No, that's
Red hat tree.
The red
Oh,
hat
it's
tree is
you know
over
what?
here.
I can bring that to you.
Oh,
I'll bring
can.
it to you.
Okay,
You
perfect.
You keep talking.
And the other one that I'm seeing is over here, which I don't think Justin's going to be able to grab, is I believe that's Miss Poinsettia, maybe. And I got Miss Merry Christmas last year. And Miss Merry Christmas hangs out at our house, and we are very happy to have her. And she's very similar to that one. It is absolutely beautiful. It's got the dress form kind of thing with the balls in it, so it is great.
And what I want to say real fast to those who are joining us on Facebook Live, we have a little secret Facebook Live audience out there as well. So thanks for joining us. I know that someone brought you in. So.
All right, so this is the red hat tree, right? I don't know if we have any red hatters out there, but this tree has tons of stuff on it. And if you are a red hat lady, or if you know one and love one and looking for a Christmas present, this one I believe is pretty much a steal still out there. So that one's great. What else we got around here, Matt?
Well, let's talk about one of the trees. Pick one.
Oh, the big trees? We'll
Yeah.
move to the big trees?
Let's
okay.
talk about one of them. Let's just do it. Let's
All
talk
right.
about that black and white tree.
All right, Justin, I'm going to stand up here. All right, so we are going to talk about Christmas in black and white. This is from D&L Floral. They are one of our sponsors that they have just been so supportive of us for years, and we are so thankful for them. This tree is actually in black and white. It's got some white icicles. There are also some big round black and white banner things on here. This one really is pretty, and I can't tell you guys enough how beautiful these things are in person. So here's what I'm going to tell you with any of these trees. If you like the trees and you like the aesthetic, I promise you the details are so much better than what you are going to see on anything. So keep an eye out for this one. This is our black and white tree. It is fabulous. So,
and right below it, which you can't see, you can see the very top of it. And I think if it, it has.
We had to take that off. It was in the shot.
It has the zoom light.
This is our Deck the Stalls tree for the year. Oh, wait, there, yeah. So this is the Deck the Stalls tree for the year. It has 101 rolls of toilet paper all stacked up here. The one, we don't have it plugged in. We undid it.
Okay.
So it has 101. There is one emergency roll down there in orange. So those are, 101 rolls of toilet paper. Premium recycled toilet paper, all shipped in plastic-free stuff. We've got the ring light coming out of the middle. For everybody who's been doing those virtual meetings, you can provide just the right kind of light for yourself.
Okay, I'm going to put that down.
Put that down.
But whenever you purchase it, it comes with a stand that holds it up for you, so you don't have to have someone who's doing that for you the whole time.
It's got the tripod with it. So yes, you're gonna be able to light yourself for your meetings. We also have with it a candy themed 500-piece puzzle. We have a thing of movie theater butter popcorn, because like how much did we all miss movie theater popcorn, right? We've got some liquid hand sanitizer that the local wineries made. We've got a few masks. Some of the masks we actually took and made a little bit of fun garland on it, and then there are some other Candyland colored masks available for you. And then we've got a hoodie over here that reminds it's one of those quarantine Rudolph hoodies in a mask. So that tree is out there. We've also got it decorated with some ornaments from images and folks that have died and the wildfires and all sorts of things that we don't want to remember about 2020. So
you put
bid
it on
on
a
that.
tree.
I told
There
you
you
I
go.
wasn't going to make any more trees, and I made one more tree made out of toilet paper.
You know, it is what it is. It's 2020.
Okay,
now
what do we
I
got
want to
here?
show you the room box. This is one of the silent auction items. This is made by 2 of our CASA volunteers, Karen Schisler and wow, sorry, I am so sorry, I went blank. You know, live TV, I just go blank all the time.
Yeah.
So I feel bad.
So I was
remember this.
intrigued
It's on
by
hand,
this.
but it says who you are, and thank you. I'm horrible.
No,
but
no. What is it? What is it? Well,
this
you'll
is
think
a
of
room
it.
box. So this is actually a replica of an actual room, and this is completely handmade. So if you look right here, this crib, the spindles are all handmade. Every handcrafted. This the fabric is silk, Oriental silk, and it is hand crocheted, and it is absolutely fantastic. If you see how big my hand is, look how small, and the detail on that. Inside the crib, there's a pacifier and little Raggedy Ann and Andy pillow. It is just outstanding. I mean, the amount of time that they put into this it's just amazing. And right now, I think it's $85.
Okay, don't be. I know you guys are wanting to watch us in our little thing here, but make sure you got those phones in your hands and you're bidding.
Yeah, you can totally tune this out and just start going to hand bid.
Get this thing going.
Later, come back. But for now, hand bid.
All right, perfect. Matt, are we
Let's just stand
due?
this way.
Whoa. Are we due for another commercial, folks?
Are we? We don't know these questions.
Nope, we are not yet. You guys are going to have to point to us and tell us when we need to go to a commercial break. Do we want to do another big tree?
Are we not? I feel like we should be at a commercial.
No, we're going to go. We're going to do.
Because this is sponsored by American Taco Company.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure that we're going to show an American Taco Company commercial, which was created by us at CASA
All
for
right.
Taco Ron.
So thanks to Taco Ron for sponsoring the silent auction. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hope you enjoy.
Awesome.
And we're back.
We are back.
And it is 7:44 our time, which
Okay.
is that's Candyland Central. So this is 7:46.
7:46 in the real world.
7:46,
7:44
7:47. So you have almost 10 minutes until the silent auction ends.
And the auction for the trees.
That's right.
So let's do these
the whole
trees.
thing. So we want to make sure we show you these trees.
Okay.
Because these are amazing. Let's start with the Bass Pro tree over there.
All right. So we have the Bass Pro tree, and this is amazing. Now we've done the Bass Pro tree all 4 years. This is the best Bass Pro tree we have done. It is themed in that whole red truck thing that is so cute and popular right now. So there's all sorts of little red trucks, red buffalo plaid, and there's some skis coming out of the top of it. This is literally the best Bass Pro tree we've done. So if you like those little red trucks and kind of that rustic sort of thing, you are going to want this tree, I promise. So there is that one. Matt, is there anything else we need to say about that one? Because it is absolutely fabulous. I
will tell
love
you,
it.
I can tell you what the actual bid on that is right now
Okay.
in our Candyland time. Candyland Time says the Bass Pro bid is $490.
All right. Now, everybody remember, when we do this live and the guys up there doing it, these trees are making $1,500 for us. So we really need you to be getting,
Yes, please,
getting
if you
those
could.
getting those things
And
going
I
on these
checked out
trees.
what real time is, and it is 14 minutes to go in our real time.
Okay.
Candyland Time, so they've got 12 minutes.
Okay. Perfect.
Next one is the traditional holiday.
Next one, yes, is the
Holiday
traditional holiday
traditions.
tree. So holiday traditions, this is the Gigger Martin Evans tree. And you're going to see that it has lots of gold sparkly stuff. You've got the gold glitter or the red glitter berries. There's just a ton of sparkle on this tree. So well done. You've got everything coming out of the top of it. If you look online and you flip through, you can see some more detail. I know Philip's probably going to be showing you a little. This is, again, a tree that we've had, I think, all 3 years. And then there's this cute little Santa ornament, which I did not see until just now. So there's lots of fun little details in these trees that you wouldn't necessarily know about unless you were here. But trust me, if you like the look of it, you are going to want to be bidding that up. So let's get some competition going here and get some of these trees sold. So that is this side of the room, because we have hit the Deck the Halls, the black and white tree, the Bass Pro tree, and our holiday traditions. So Matt, I'm going to let you take this side of the room.
Okay, this one is called, we named them. I mean, we didn't ask anybody to name them, I just named them. So if you didn't like the name Brandy Saxbury at St. James Truck and Auto Parts, she put this together and they donated this. And so I never asked Brandy what you want me to call it. I just thought this looked like snow fell on this tree. It is fantastic. And in our fake run through, I wanted to show you that this doesn't come off. I mean, this is amazing flock. This is a real high quality tree. And the decorations, the buffalo plaid, really trendy, still on trend. You have the buffalo plaid, the tin ornaments, and the sled, and the top hats, the snowmen. It is just a fantastic, it's 7.5 foot tall. Is tops with the berries, the black and white checks, and then also the stars at the top. This is a perfect addition if you were having a country home, maybe your cabin, or a little bit of rustic. I mean, then you can change it out, throw a little. You can. I love this because I thought she left it for the imagination as well.
Yeah.
Because if you have children, you want to do the popcorn strings. This is perfect for popcorn garland.
Popcorn,
so if you
cranberries.
buy the toilet paper tree, whatever it's called. Toilet paper tree.
Deck the Stalls.
Deck the Stalls, that one. If you buy that one, then you have that movie butter popcorn you can pop and put on the tree. So there's a 2-for-1. It's a fantastic 2020 2-for-1.
But this is cute. It's got a little sled on it. There's some top hats actually on here, which I think are fabulous. And Matt is right. The quality of this tree is amazing. So definitely you are going to want to get in on this one. And this is a pricey. Pricey base tree.
It's a fantastic base tree.
There's a lot of investment there. So we really thank those folks in St. James for helping us out there. What do we have next?
Next tree I have, I'm going to back out of the way so you can see this one. This is the natural nativity, and this is by Gregory Kilby. He's one of our CASA volunteers, and this is made out of 100% Missouri grapevine. He goes out and harvests this himself, and then hand works this into the tree form. And then it is decorated. And this year they've added, we had one last year. This one is about 7.5 foot tall. This one has a surprise inside, and it's a nativity. You can see the nativity. It's tucked inside in a little field of moss, and it's surrounded by small lights. And then it has 3 mercury globes that hang over it. It is absolutely extraordinary.
Yes.
Beautiful tree. And the handiwork of this tree, it's one of a kind. It's an absolutely unique piece. And it would be a perfect addition to any home. I just love it, and I haven't got on here yet because hopefully we'll go to commercial before this is all over because I need to bid.
Okay.
Because if you're looking, it's 8 more minutes. You got 8 more minutes, folks, in real time, not our time.
Okay, so we've got a few more trees to get to, right?
Yes, we've got one more, which is the book tree.
Okay.
And the book tree, which is our penultimate tree that we have every year.
Yes.
This is contributed by the tree is contributed by DNL Florist. It has over 50 children's books on it. So the tree is, you get the tree, but you also get the ability to give the gift of literature.
Yep.
And I think that's just an amazing thing that you can give to someone at Christmas time, especially a child.
Yes.
And, you can keep the tree and you can donate the books. You can give the books to children that you know or children in need. There's a lot of opportunity here. to give back through a tree, or to take this tree and give the gift of reading.
And this has become such a tradition for us. From the first year, we had this tree, and then we've kind of made it our highlight tree for the last several years, because it has been so amazing. And as a person who loves literature, I just touched my mic. This tree is so special. So we encourage everybody to get bidding on these things. And I believe, are we ready, folks, for commercial time? All right,
so.
let's just do it.
I had to pack up all my things. I had to leave my home. And I never knew where I was going next. It felt like I never even had a say. But then you came along.
Change a child's story. There's a child in foster care waiting for a volunteer like you. Learn how you can help at casaforchildren.org.
You know, we're running close on time.
That we are.
So can we talk a little bit about monthly giving?
That is one thing I want to make sure to talk to you about, and this is something, if you go on a donation through the Handbid app, if you're on the Handbid app, you can look at the donation page, and it refers you to an opportunity to give next year. So you can take part in monthly giving, which are 21 and 21 campaign, simply $21 a month. If you could give $21 a month, and 5 of you gave that amount, that would help one more child receive a CASA. And that helps us recruit, train, and support through the entire process a CASA volunteer for one child.
That makes a totally difference in a child's life.
And if you think about it, we have 350 kids in care that we have been serving, but 350 more that don't have a voice advocating on their behalf. So if you get the opportunity, we would love it if you would join us for our 21 and 21 campaign. If you can give more, we'd love that. But if you need to give less, that's all right. Every little bit matters. And like I like to say, every little bit can make a big difference.
And while you're all home shopping on Amazon, use Amazon Smile. A portion of what you purchase will be then donated to CASA when you select CASA as your charity. So shop and give to CASA.
So we have just a couple more minutes. I think you have a little more than 4 minutes until the silent auction ends. Silent auction, the trees, the whole 9 yards. So if you can purchase your ornament now, make that donation. If you miss out on it and you didn't win anything and you still want to make a donation to CASA, please head over to our website at casascmo.org/trees2020, and you can find that link for monthly giving, the 21 and 21 club.
Yes.
So I guess looks like I will say some closing remarks.
Matthew, it's all yours.
All right. Well, guys, and I will tell you that it's been a wild year. I mean, 2020 has been a rough time for us as a community, as an organization, or for our volunteers. But most of all, 2020 has reminded us of how important it is to provide stability for children in need. Each of these children goes through what we've went through in 2020 each and every day. They have been yanked from their homes. They have been put into a foster home. This isn't their normal. This isn't their ability to understand. This is, they've lost everything they're comfortable with. Just like we went through 2020, very uncomfortable situations, something we're unfamiliar with, they've dealt with this on a complete, it's such a, I guess the gravity of it is something that has really been hard for me to grasp, and it made me appreciate our organization and our volunteers because they've been serving these children through 2020s of their lives. They deal with it every day. We've only had to deal with it with a year, and we're so thankful to God that we're almost to the end of 2020, and they still have time to go in the foster care system. They still have time to see if their parents will make it right to be reunified. And we want to be that voice that is there for them, to provide them that hope, to provide them that stability, and that person who can hold their hand through every situation, through every one of their 2020s, and we can be the CASAs that provide that support. So we're asking you tonight to please give. Like I said, if you weren't able to give on our silent auction, we understand that. If you were unable to give $21 a month, we understand that as well. But if you can make a $5 contribution, if you can make a $500 contribution, any little bit helps. And we really appreciate that support. This is our biggest event of the year, and in 2020, it is the one that's going to make or break our organization for the end of the year. But what makes or break our organization in its entirety is our community and the volunteers and the people who support us, and that's you. You know, we've been able to weather this storm together with our community, whether it be through We Give in April, our Justice is Served event in July, or just being able to hold each other's hands and say, you know, we're going to get through this together. So we ask you to hold our hand, and as we go into 2021, we want to make that positive change with you. We want to help change a child's stories you just heard in that video. And thank you guys so much for your ongoing support. It takes a village for us to make this community work, and we thank you so much for your time. So this is the end of Festival of Trees, almost. We've got a couple more things we want to share with you, including what's going to happen next year whenever 2021, the end of 2021, comes around. So roll that fancy music. Hey everybody.
Oh my gosh, we're
I know
back.
that you have like 26 more seconds. We have like 2, and we're freaking out because we just heard the commute. We just watched the next year's show, and we're here like, oh my gosh! Don't watch that. Just be thankful you're 2 minutes delayed. Wait, they have like 26. You need to hurry.
Yes,
hurry,
We
folks.
gotta hurry. Now is the time.
But no, we are so excited for 2021. We do think it's going to be the in-person event of 2021.
Absolutely.
It's going to be the place to be.
Absolutely in person. Christmas at the Met, a Merry Masquerade Gala.
Yes, I'm so excited. So if you got to look up some of these Met images and things like that, because we're expecting everybody to come and be
You're
fabulous.
already designing a costume.
And
Yes.
I have my thoughts about my Christmas tree that I'm going to design for next year. Oh, it's exciting. So I am excited for this event. We hope that tonight we decided we're going to go super special because it's 2020, and we're going to do a super early bird special. So if you go to CasaSimo.org/trees2021, you can actually go and buy tickets now, sponsorships now for next year, and it's at a discounted rate. This will only last until the end of 2020.
Okay. So
And you can
everybody
also get it
download
on
those
Trees
tickets.
2020. It both gets you there. We make it so you can get there.
Absolutely.
So I do want to take a moment to say thank you to so many people who have made this possible.
Yes.
That's MoSci, who is a presenting sponsor, been our presenting sponsor for the past 4 years. Thank you to the Days and their community, their community of workers, employees over at MoSci. Thank you so very much. We want to thank American Taco Company for the silent auction. We want to thank Hartley's Climate Control for the social media sponsorship. They helped us make that possible.
Right.
Our event sponsors, which is Forum Dental, Gingerbread House,
Yes.
Phelps County Bank,
Yes.
and Southern Bank. That's right, see? Southern, got it.
Southwest, Southern.
And then our Candyland sponsors, you can refer to those that are listed on our website as well. When you go to the Trees 2020 page, they are listed as well. And we want to thank our Candyland sponsors so much. And thank you for all of you for joining us. We have had some technical glitches because it's 2020, and we expected that. And we always have technical glitches. If I didn't move through life,
We have to thank the staff.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh. The staff, okay, I'm just going to I'm going to spill the beans.
Spill it.
This is my garage. We are in my garage right now.
That's where we are.
So yeah, you
Candyland is
can
Matt's garage.
we got boxes pushed over there. I've got car pieces. I don't have any car pieces, but a miter saw, and you have the garage.
There's a refrigerator
Yeah,
over there.
we have everything. I've pushed it back in the corners, and we went in here, and this staff rallied together, started on Monday, and made this into Candyland.
Yes.
So I can't explain to you how proud I am of the staff. I was told today, don't worry about your event tonight because you have a fantastic team, and that was true.
Yep.
Joey, when you said that to me, that was the truth.
Yes.
This is the best team.
And you really have no idea what exactly what this looks like. It is an amazing, professionally done thing, and we are so happy. And it is.
It's 8:01.
It's
the Cinderella shoe is coming off.
Yes. So for you all, it's about 3 after probably.
That's
at this
right.
point.
So the silent auction items, check us out. You can check
Yep.
us out on Monday and Tuesday. Give us a call. We can make arrangements to have these delivered to you or pick them up. Right. We'll make every effort to make this happen on Monday or Tuesday.
Yep.
So give us a call. Shoot us an email at trees@casascmo.org, and we'll get back to you and get that all settled out. So
thank you guys
thank
so
you.
much for the kids.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We appreciate you, and have a good night.